Hey everyone, just a quick overview to go over the ethical case study, the assignments and the expectations for those assignments. So a short little video. Now if you navigate to content and go over to case study, scroll down till you see the submodule ethical case study, that's where we're going to begin. The first document that you'll notice is your case study paper guidelines. This is going to be the criteria. This is more like a narrative form criteria of what I'm going to be looking at in terms of the rubric and grading. So I'm going to mainly focus on content and development. And what I'm looking for here is simply how well you critically think through the case scenario that's presented. So there's not necessarily a right answer or a wrong answer. You can take either position for these ethical case studies and be correct. What I'm looking for is instead how you critically think through the information, take what we've learned in class, and support your position with peer-reviewed sources, research, literature that's out there to support why you're making the decision you are. Now, of course, I will be looking at formatting, grammar, punctuation, things like that, but I'm going to mainly focus on content development. And I am looking at for a graduate level writing style here, so please make sure that you're cognizant of that. Now, one thing I will note, and I'll go back over to table of contents to show you this. A lot of times, or in the past on these ethical case studies, I've gotten a summary of the case study, and that is not what I'm looking for. So if you need to brush up on the difference between or compare and contrast a case study or an analysis versus a summary, scroll over to course information, and we'll go through supplemental information once it comes up. Under supplemental information, there's an analysis versus summary document. Now, before you start these ethical case studies, I would recommend that you go through it and kind of just read through this analysis versus summary, because what I'm looking for in these ethical case studies is your individual analysis of the case study and not a summary of the case study. So make sure, go back and look. We're looking for 90% interpretation, 10% summary, and I've got a couple of examples here between what is a summary and what is an analysis. So just a helpful little tip to help you through that. And again, if you go back over to course information, or excuse me, table of contents, and we'll navigate there in just one moment. Go back over to table of contents down to assignments, and you can access the ethical case studies by clicking under the case study module, and all the information will be contained within that module. So you'll have ethical case study number 1, and you can see it's a simple PDF. Read through the case study, answer the questions at the end, and make sure that you're conforming to the required criteria. If you have any questions, please feel free to let me know.